Well, hello, folks. This is John Pelham again, and I got thinking some time back about church and where is church and what do we call church and is one church better than another and brought me to thinking about life on the ranch, life in the cattle drive days. And I got thinking, well, how did they go to church? Because they either were way away from town or they were on a cattle drive that was going to last 2 months, and it wasn't easy to go to church, and so I got thinking, well, somebody in the outfit had to kind of be the person that called people together to read them the word and help them through the rough times. And so I wrote this poem called Cookie's Church, because I thought of all the people on the drive, the person maybe most likely to be able to do something like that would be the camp cook. What does a camp cook do when it's Sunday out on the land? He's not able to go to church like he's done since he was 8 or 9. Back when his mama, bless her soul, would roust him out every Sunday morning and drag him to church in town where he heard about being reborn. Now, that didn't make much sense back then, still don't if he'd tell the truth, but it's a message he still remembers when he thinks of the church of his youth. But when he's out on a drive with the boys, there's not a church house within miles. And herders ain't got much to go that far, and because it don't much fit their lifestyle. Cookie, though, still feels a call to worship, and he has to find ways to do it on the trail. He knows he and the boys need it, and he's determined not to fail. So that night, he talked to the boys about the Lord's vast cattle herd. You know, he owns the cattle on 1,000 hills. It says so in the Psalms, part of God's Word. The next morning, over a larruping breakfast, Cookie got on the sure enough roll. Them eggs, ham, biscuits, and Arbuckle's coffee, food for your bellies, the Word's food for your soul. A couple of nights later, Cookie was at it again. Had the boys looking at the stars filling the sky. Look at them stars, boys. They was put up there by somebody a whole lot bigger than you and I. Then he said, when you get your string tomorrow morning, think about how important the horse is to the Lord. I've heard it said that the horse is mentioned hundreds of times in God's Word. And so it went the whole time they were out. Cookie just couldn't leave them in a lurch. Whether at home or in the bunkhouse or on the trail, the boys were the parishioners to Cookie's church. And folks, wherever you go, if you go, just be sure and get everything you can out of the experience. And if you're not able to get to a house of worship, then worship the best way you can, because it sure, as Cookie says, it's sure good for your soul. Thanks a lot. Hope you'll continue to watch, and thank you for watching this one, and we'll be back one day next week with another one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.